Welcome to the next class. Today we are discussing allied angles. Let us straight away understand what are allied angles. If we have an angle theta, let us say it's a acute angle for the sake of discussion only, then these angles 90 plus minus theta, 180 plus minus theta, 270 plus minus theta, 360 plus minus theta and minus theta. These are allied angles of angle theta. These are related in a way. So, what is the relation we observe? Let's say we have 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta and theta, sum of these is 90 degrees. We can say this is a multiple, or we write sum a multiple of 90 degrees. 180 minus theta and theta, this sum is 180 degrees. So, sum is a multiple of 90 degrees. Ditto for 270 minus theta, 360 minus theta. The second category is angles like this, 90 plus theta and theta. This difference is 90 degrees. So, here we have difference a multiple of 90 degrees. Similarly, we will have for 180 plus theta, 180 plus theta minus theta is 180 degrees. This is difference a multiple of 90 degrees. Theta plus minus theta, that is sum is 0. So, we say two angles are allied angles if we have allied angles if sum or difference of angles is a multiple of 90 degrees, that is this category and this category, or sum is 0, or sum is 0. So, this is basic definition of allied angles. To find out trigonometric ratios of allied angles, we need to understand rules. So, let us go to rules. For discussion, we are considering theta to be an acute angle only. This is y-axis, x-axis. If theta is acute, then 90 minus theta, this will lie in the first quadrant. 90 plus theta, this will be in second quadrant. We are placing all the allied angles in 4 quadrants. Then 180 minus theta, this will be here in the second quadrant. 180 plus theta, this goes to the third quadrant. 270 minus theta, this also is in the third quadrant. 270 plus theta, this is fourth quadrant. 360 minus theta, this is also in fourth quadrant. 360 plus theta, this will be in first quadrant. Minus theta, this is again in fourth quadrant. So, we have allied angles placed in different quadrants, first, second, third and fourth. We know all the trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. Let us rewrite. In the second one, it's sine theta and cosecant theta, which are positive. For third, it's tan and cot theta, cos theta and secant theta in fourth. These are positive trigonometric ratios. So, there are two rules to write trigonometric ratios of allied angles. We have two different types of allied angles. Let us segregate 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 270 plus or minus theta. This is one category, and the second one is 180 plus or minus theta, 360 plus minus theta, and minus theta. So we can say these are allied angles involving odd multiples of 90 degrees. Odd multiples of 90 degrees. 90 degrees into 1 is odd number. This is 90 into 3 is odd. So these are allied angles involving odd multiples of 90 degrees. And these are allied angles involving even multiples of 90 degrees. So two different categories. Minus theta is included in category of even multiples. Now what are rules? There is one common rule, and that is sine of allied angle. This is as per the quadrant. And the second rule, this is common rule for odd and even multiple of 90 degrees. The second rule is different for the different categories. This is first rule. Second rule is that if we have even multiple of 90 degrees, then there is no change in trigonometric ratio. That is, if I am writing sine of 180 plus theta, it will be sine theta. If I am writing cos of minus theta, it will be cos theta. That is, the trigonometric ratio doesn't change. But here, where we have odd multiples of 90 degrees, we have rule of change, and that is change trigonometric ratio as per this rule. Rule is add or remove co. Add or remove co. This is the rule. So what is this rule? This rule says that if we have odd multiple of 90 degrees, let's say we have cos of 270 minus theta. This is odd multiple of 90 degrees. 270 is odd multiple of 90 degrees, and the rule is that we add or remove co. This trigonometric ratio, this starts with co. So if there is co, we remove co. So cosine, remove co, it will be sine of theta. This is the rule. And what about plus or minus sign? Plus or minus sign is as per the first rule. 270 minus theta is in third quadrant, and we are finding cos of an angle in third quadrant. Cos is negative here. So we write minus sine theta. So this is how we use the two rules. Another tan, this is 270 plus theta. Now tan, this is odd multiple of 90 degrees. So for odd multiples, this ratio must change. So tan, this is without co. So adding co, it becomes cot. So it's cot of theta. 270 plus theta, this is in fourth quadrant where tan is negative. So this is minus cot of theta. This is how we apply the rules. What about sine of minus theta? Minus theta is in fourth quadrant and sine is negative here. Minus theta belongs to even multiple category where there is no change of trigonometric ratio. So it remains sine theta, but because of fourth quadrant we have minus sign here. Similarly, cos of minus theta, this will be cos of theta. This will be positive because cos is positive in fourth quadrant. So continuing with application of these rules, let's solve these questions. The first one is we have to find value of sine of 765. we can write sine 765 as sine of 2 into 360, that's 720, plus this is 45 degrees. So whenever we have a multiple of 360 here, okay, we can leave this angle and we are left with sine 45. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. This is for multiples of integral multiples of 360 degrees. Next, cot of minus 600. This will be cot of minus 600 is minus cot of 600. Then this is minus cot of 600 is 360 plus 240. This is minus cot of, this is multiple of 360 degrees. We leave this and it's cot of 240 minus cot of 240. 240 is 180 plus 60. Now 180 plus 60, this is in third quadrant where cot is positive. We already have minus sign here. So this is minus cot of 60 degrees. So even multiple, and there is no change of trigonometric ratio. This is even multiple of 90 degrees. So this is cot of 60 degrees. And this is minus 1 by root 3. Next, secant of minus 1110. This is secant of 1110. Fourth quadrant, secant is positive. This is secant of 1080 and plus this is 30 degrees. 1080 is an integral multiple of 360 degrees. It's 360 into 3. So we leave multiples of 360 degrees and this is secant of 30 degrees. And this is secant of 30 degrees. This is cos of 30, you know, is root 3 by 2. So this will be its reciprocal, that is 2 by root 3. This is how we evaluate. The next one, we have to find value of this expression, sine of minus 420 into cos of 390 plus cos of minus 600 into sine of 330. So we'll find out values of individual terms. Let's start with sine of minus 420. Sine of minus theta is minus sine of theta. This can be written minus sine of 360 plus 60. This is even multiple. This is a multiple of 360 degrees. So we remove this. This is sine of 60. Sine 60 we know is root 3 by 2. Similarly, we find out cos of 390 as cos of 360 plus 30. Multiple of 360 we remove as it is. This is cos of 30 degrees. This is root 3 by 2. Then for cos of minus 660, cos of minus theta is cos of theta, cos of 660. That's cos of 720 minus 60. This being multiple of 360 degrees, we remove this. This is cos of minus 60. Cos of minus 60 is cos of 60 degrees. And this is 1 by 2. Then sine of, we have 330 degrees, which can be written sine 360 minus 30. Sine 360 minus 30, this will be, we leave this, remove this. This is sine of minus 30, which is minus sine of 30 degrees and which is minus half. Substituting these values here, this value is minus root 3 by 2. Cos of 390 is root 3 by 2, then cos of minus 660, this is 1 by 2, and this is minus 1 by 2. So that's minus 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4, minus 1 is the answer. The next one, we have to find simplified value of this expression, sin 180 minus a into cos of 90 minus a, this expression. 180 is even multiple of 90 degrees, therefore there is no change of trigonometric ratio, it's sine of a. This being in second quadrant, sine is positive, so sine of a. Cos of 90 minus a, this is in first quadrant, positive sign. Cos is odd, cos of 90 minus a, 90 is odd multiple, so cos will change to sine, this is sine of a. Cos 360 minus a, this is in fourth quadrant, so cos of a. Tan 180 plus a, this is in third quadrant, 180 is even multiple of 90 degrees, so ratio doesn't change, it's tan of a. Tan 90 plus a, 90 is odd multiple, so therefore we add co and it's cot of a, and we have negative sign here because 90 plus a is in second quadrant where tan is negative. Sine of minus a, fourth quadrant, minus sine of a. This minus sign cancels with minus sign, and sine a with sine a, we have sine a into cos of a, and tan a into cot a, that is 1. So this is sine a into cos of a. Tan a and cot a being reciprocals, this is 1. In the next one, we have a cyclic quadrilateral, and cyclic quadrilateral means sum of a and c is 180 degrees. Similarly, sum of b and d, that is also 180 degrees. So we use this property of cyclic quadrilateral to prove this result. Cos a, we have to prove cos a plus cos b plus cos c plus cos d is 0. So using the fact that this sum is 180 degrees, this is also 180 degrees. Left hand side, this is cos a plus cos b plus cos c and plus cos d. This is cos a plus cos b plus cos. From this, c is 180 minus a, 180 minus c, and from this d is 180 degrees minus b, cos of 180 minus b. This is cos a plus cos b, cos 180 minus a. 180 is even multiple of 90 degrees, so ratio will not change, but sign changes. 180 minus a is in second quadrant where cos is negative, so that negative sign here, and very similarly this is minus cos of b. So positive and negative terms will cancel out and we have 0, same as the right hand side. The next one, let's find out sine of 3 pi by 2 minus x. We will find out this, then sine 3 pi plus x, then sine pi by 2 plus x, and sine 5 pi minus x. Then we will substitute values there and get the answer. Three pi by 2 minus x. This is sine of 270 minus x. This being odd multiple, ratio will change. This will be cos of x. 270 minus x is in third quadrant, so sign is negative there, so minus cos of x. sine 3 pi plus x. This can be written 2 pi plus x. 3 pi is 2 pi plus pi. This is multiple of 360 degrees. So we leave this. It's sine of pi plus x. This is now even multiple. So trigonometric ratio will not change. But pi plus x being an angle in third quadrant, sine negative in third quadrant, so this is minus sine of x. This is cos of x, sine pi by 2 plus x. Second quadrant, positive sign. Pi by 2 is odd multiple, therefore sine changes to cosine. This is sine 4 pi plus pi minus x. Multiple of 360 degrees, we remove. This is sine of pi minus x. This is sine of x. Now we substitute these values in the given expression. This is 3. Sine 3 pi by 2 minus x is minus cos of x. So minus cos of x. This 4 I am writing here. Sine raised power 4 of theta is actually sine theta whole raised power 4. So this is whole raised power 4 plus sine 3 pi plus x. This is minus sine of x. So minus sine of x and raised power 4 minus 2 sine pi by 2 plus x is cos of x. So this is cos of x raised power 6 and this one is sine of x raised power 6. We simplify this further. This is 3 times cos raised power 4x plus sine raised power 4x. This is minus 2 cos raised power 6x plus sine raised power 6x. This is cos square of x whole square plus sine square of x whole square. This is cos square of x whole cube and plus sine square of x whole cube. This is 3 times is a square plus b square and a square plus b square is a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So it's cos square of x a plus b sine square of x whole square minus 2ab minus 2 cos square of x into sine square of x, and this is minus 2. In the second bracket it's a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b cube is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So that's cos square of x plus sine square of x a plus b whole cube, then minus 3ab minus 3 cos square of x into sine square of x into cos square of x and plus sine square of x. This simplifies to 3 times cos square of x plus sine square of x is 1. 1 square is 1 minus 2 sine square of x into cos square of x and minus 2 into this is 1 cube is also 1 minus 3 cos square of x into sine square of x into cos square of x plus sine square of x, that's 1. So this will be 3 into 2 minus 6, this will be plus 6. So we will be left with 3 minus 2, that's 1. 1 is the answer. In the next one, we have to find value of x for given trigonometric equation. Using a right angle formulas, we'll simplify the expression and then find value of x. We have cosecant of pi by 2 plus theta This can be written. Now this is in second quadrant where cosecant is positive. So co will be removed. It will be secant of theta plus x into cos theta cot pi by 2 plus theta. This is odd multiple of 90 degrees. So it will be minus tan theta. Second quadrant, cot is negative. And sin pi by 2 plus theta is cos of theta. Secant theta, this can be written 1 by cos theta. Shifting this cos theta to the left hand side, this is x into cos theta into tan theta. Tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta. So this will cancel out. This is 1 minus cos square theta upon cos theta. This is x into sin theta. And 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. So sin square theta upon cos theta, this is equal to x into sin theta. Sin theta cancels. X is sin theta upon cos theta. This is your answer. X is tan theta. The next one, we have to find all angles between 0 degrees and 360 degrees which satisfy the equation sin square of theta is equal to 3 by 4. This means sin theta is equal to plus minus root 3 by 2. Sin theta is root 3 by 2 or sin theta is minus root 3 by 2. We have to solve these two. This can be written sine of 60 degrees to get theta equal to 60 degrees. This is one of the answers. Now sin theta is positive in first quadrant and in second quadrant. So this sine 60, this can further be written using allied angles 180 minus 60. Sine 60 is same as sine of 180 minus 60. So this is sine of 120 degrees to get theta equal to 120 degrees. This is second answer. So is it clear? Sine is positive in first quadrant and in second quadrant. So we'll have one answer from first quadrant and one from second quadrant. Sin theta is equal to minus root 3 by 2. This will be in, first of all, write minus, this is sine of 60 degrees. So we'll get answers in third and fourth quadrants. Again, two values from this equation. How do we go to third quadrant? This is sine 180 plus 60. Sine 180 plus 60 is minus sine 60. So I have written minus sine 60 as sine 180 plus 60. That is sine of 240. This gives us theta equals to 240. The third answer. Now sin theta is equal to minus sine 60. How do we go to an angle in fourth quadrant? So sin theta is equal to minus sine 60. This can be written sine of 360 minus 60. Sine 360 minus theta is minus sine theta. So this gives us theta equals to 300 degrees. The fourth answer. So these are the four angles which lie between 0 and 360 degrees, for which sine square of theta is 3 by 4. The next one, we have to solve. In this case, we are given theta lies between 0 and 90 degrees. That is, we have to find answer in the first quadrant. So 4, this is sine theta plus 1 by sine theta. This is equal to 4. Multiplying throughout by sine theta. This is sine square theta. This will be minus 4 sine theta and plus 1. This is equal to 0. Or this is 2 sine theta minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Or sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. And 1 by 2 is sine of 30 degrees, or theta is 30 degrees. This is the angle between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. In question number 9, we have to find value of cos square of 5 plus cos square of 10 plus cos square of 15 up to cos square of 90 degrees. So here we are to identify allied angles. Let us write more terms. Cos square of 5 plus cos square of 10 plus cos square of 15. We will have cos square of 45 and so on. Then cos square of, this will be 75. Then cos square of 80 degrees, cos square of 85 and cos square of 90 degrees. We identify that 5 and 85, these are allied angles. Sum of 5 and 85 is 90 degrees, sum is a multiple of 90 degrees, therefore these are allied angles. Similarly, 10 degrees and 80 degrees, these are allied angles. 5 and 85, these are allied angles. Then 15 and 75, these are allied angles. Then we'll have, let us find out sum of one of these. Cos square of 5 degrees plus cos square of 85 degrees. This is cos square of 5 plus cos of 85. This can be written cos of 90 minus 5. We have whole square. That's cos square of 5 plus the cos 90 minus 5 is sin 5. This is sin square of 5. Cos square 5 plus sin square 5, this is 1. So we'll have before 45, let us write this is cos of 45 degrees, cos square of 40 degrees and so on. And after 45 degrees we will have cos square of 50. So we will have cos 5, cos square 5, cos square 10, cos square 15 up to cos square of 40. We have 8 terms, sum of each is 1. So 8 into 1, this will not pair up with anyone. Cos square of 45, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, square of that will be 1 by 2. Last is cos square of 90 degrees, that's 0. So this is how we get the answer. Answer is 17 by 2. The last one, first part is sine of 2a is cos of 5a. We have to find value of a. We change cos to sine so that we can equate the angles. This is sine pi by 2 minus 5a. Comparing angles, we get 7a is equal to pi by 2 or a is equal to pi by 14. And the last one, we have tan of a is equal to cot of 3a. That means tan of a can be written tan pi by 2 minus 3a. A is pi by 2 minus 3a. That's 4a equals to pi by 2 or a is equal to pi by 8. This is how we do it.